Yeah, okay, Lampy's happy to see the bird of the day. Alright, so, we got bird of the day! Okay, well, I didn't tell you what the bird of the day was this time, Bentai, did I?
Nope, did
You have to
not
watch
know.
my stream. Okay, so,
Yeah.
let's see if you can guess. This is a bird that
So,
is common throughout most of the United States.
mm-hmm.
It is a very popular bird, in fact, one of the
Uh-huh.
most popular birds, and it is often associated with winter months. What bird could it be?
Oh boy. It's not a goose, is it?
I said popular bird,
Hmm.
not the
Uh
most hated evil birds in.
I'm thinking, what would be a
Well,
popular bird in the winter?
snowy owl was a good guess. These are kind of popular.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, somewhat.
Well, bird that I'm talking about today is not a goose. It's not a snow owl. It is much smaller than those. Today,
Hmm.
we're going to talk about the northern cardinal.
Ooh. I hear they're in St. Louis and play baseball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that. So, only one of my images today, in fact, the one that you're looking at right now, was a photograph taken by my good buddy Tony.
Oh,
So,
it's
he's
a great
one
photo.
of the he is a phenomenal bird photographer, and I keep telling him to make a book.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, the northern cardinal. I mean, you got to agree, this is one of the most popular birds in the country. And you'll see how why when I get to the third slide. But first, well, the northern cardinal is often referred to as just the common cardinal or the red cardinal, and most of the time, just the cardinal. Like people say, it's a cardinal. But the interesting thing, if you look down at there, so, obviously they're a pasciform, tiny little bird with little perching legs, pretty obvious there. But they're in the family Cardinalidae, and the species is Cardinalis cardinalis. So, like, they're the most, like, they are the cardinal. I mean, they're almost like cardinals are to their family, almost like crows are to corvids. But turns out cardinal is a whole family of birds. Very all similar. Most of them have red coloring. Most of them have that little crest. But the northern cardinal, or the common cardinal, that's the one that we know the most, and is by far the most common cardinal. The cardinal. Yeah, it's a good one. So, from crest to tail, 8.3 to 9.3 inches long, which is kind of a, standard small bird size. Not as small as your little chickadees or sparrows, but not as big as your corvid. So, good middle-sized pasciform. And, about 10 to 12-inch wingspan. And, pretty light, under 2 ounces, as little birds usually are. So the longest-lived wild cardinal that was ever recorded was 15 years. But one in captivity lived up to 28 years, although the average lifespan for a cardinal is only 3 years. And that's because it's a very dangerous world for little birds out there.
Yes,
Very
it
dangerous
is.
world for little birds. As you can see by the map there, they mostly inhabit the eastern side of the United States. You don't see them too much in the Rockies and west of the Rockies. Although you see a little bit down there in California, and it looks like there's just a little blob of them where you live.
It looks like it, yeah, just barely, yeah. Keep
Just
looking out
barely.
for them then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like you'll find them in quite a good chunk of Mexico as well, and up in the populated regions of Canada. So yeah. Seriously, that purple area that's on that map there.
Yeah.
I would wager that 80% of Canada's population lives in that area.
That tracks, yeah. I mean, that's Ottawa, Toronto, the entire GTA area,
I mean,
Montreal. Yeah, they're all right around there.
yeah, I mean, pretty much every major city except Vancouver, because Edmonton and Winnipeg are not major cities.
Yeah, in Calgary, same kind of deal there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and they have a very common and distinct call, and I'm going to play that for you because it's a nice call.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Who hasn't heard that call? Yeah. I like that cardinal call. It's one of the few birds. Okay, now that little higher pitched chirp you heard there? That one was probably a female. Yeah. It's one of those birds where you'll hear that chirp and you'll be like, "Oh, hey, there's a cardinal nearby." I like it. It's a good distinct call. So, the cardinal. Now, maybe like, "Hey, cardinal, isn't that the name of people in the clergy from the Catholic Church?" Well, it turns out that the name of the clergy predates the name of the bird. And when European colonizers came over to the United States and saw these little birds, they're like, "Hey, they kind of look like our Catholic cardinals. So let's call that bird the cardinal." So yeah, they're named after clergy. At least the common current name for them. I'm sure the natives had a better name, but who knows what that was? Well, they know what that was, but I don't know.
Yeah,
what
they
that
of course
was.
will know. Yeah.
Well, there's probably several names because there's a lot of different languages. But yeah. And as you were mentioning, the cardinal is the most common animal or species that's used in sports. There's obviously there's other, I don't know if it's I don't know. I read that. I don't know how true that is. Because it feels like wolves are used a lot too. But as far as professionally in NCAA, we got the St. Louis baseball Cardinals, and we got the Arizona football Cardinals. And then there are 14 different colleges in the NCAA that use the cardinal as their mascot. But not only that, it is by far the most popular state bird. Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia. That's a lot of states. You still there, Ben Tai?
Oh, yeah, I'm still here. So I've been looking through, trying to find the name. They call the bird with the natives. No
well, the
luck
thing
so far.
is that there were so many different tribes, so many different languages. It probably had a lot of different names. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is. But very interesting reading about it here and there.
Yeah.
Huh.
So cardinals are they're semi-social birds. During the spring and summer months, they will pretty much be with their mate. And they are birds that mate for life. And it's actually very cute because the males, like when they're doing their mating displays and like trying to court them, they'll literally feed the females by like grinding up seeds and stuff in its beak. And then like feed it like beak to beak. And it kind of looks like they're kissing.
Aww.
A little kissing. It's really
adorable.
Neat. They are a bird species where the male takes a pretty good investment in the babies. Only the mother will incubate the eggs, but while the mother is incubating, the male will be nearby and will, defend the nest. And oftentimes, especially in the spring, if you hear that cardinal call, that's a cardinal signaling to other birds saying, "Hey, my nest is nearby. You better not come nearby. This is my spot. This is my spot." So he's often signaling, especially to other cardinals, like, hey, this lady's taken. She got my babies here. You don't come near my babies. And then once the babies are born, the fathers and mothers both go out to find food and bring back and feed the babies. And so, both parents take a pretty healthy role in raising and protecting the chicks. So I think that's pretty nice. But then during the spring and summer months, it's pretty much they hang out in pairs or solitary. However, in the wintertime, when it gets cold, then they tend to flock up. Get a big group of cardinals, and they'll huddle together in areas to stay warm, because they are one of the few little passiforms like this that is non-migratory. And that's why they're so known as a winter bird, because in the northern states where they get a lot of snow, they stick around. And one thing that really helps them out is that red on white, it's pretty visible. These guys are really easy to spot in the wintertime. And so they've kind of become to have a little bit of an association with winter. Like you'll see a lot of like little flags and art and stuff of cardinals, and very often they'll be in a winter background. So yeah, I think that's kind of neat. In fact, I've got a little yard flag right now that's got a cardinal sitting on like pine leaves and stuff. Because yeah, I mean, we gotta admit, cardinals are very pretty. Not that bright red color, which
Yeah,
is
definitely can't miss it.
mostly gotten from their diet. They eat a lot of berries, like bright red berries and red seeds and stuff. That's their favorite, and so the pigments from those get in there, and so yeah, it helps get them their orange color.
Hmm.
Yeah, make them look real pretty. Whoop.
So if they ate other kind of like fruits and stuff, then would that also change it around? Like they ate, let's say it's just
Kind of like their cells process the red stuff a lot easier. So if they ate a diet that didn't have any of that red pigments and stuff, they'd look more of a dull brown. Like, you know, if they ate nothing but blueberries, they wouldn't turn blue.
ah,
But there is a rare genetic condition that they say affects about 1 in every 1 million cardinals, where it turns their plumage bright yellow.
whoa.
So they're super rare. I guess if you're a Pokemon fan, you could say it's a shiny cardinal. Yeah. But yeah, I think that is
Look
pretty
at that.
neat.
That is cool. Yeah, I just found a
Did you
picture
look
of that
that up?
online.
Did you look that
Yeah,
up? Yeah.
that's
Isn't that
very
really cool
neat.
looking? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you see a cardinal, like in the picture right here, that is that bright red with that big crest, that's a male. Only the males get that bright. In fact, so we're going to look on the last slide here. And as you can see here, this is a male and a female. So the females have bits of red on the tips of their wings, a little bit on their crest and their tail, but for the most part, they're going to be kind of a simple brown color. The males are very slightly bigger, you know, about 10% bigger. But yeah, the females not quite as bright, but that's kind of typical for a lot of sexual dimorphism in birds, where the males are going to have the much brighter colors because it is used in their mating displays.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Are they about to kiss and share food?
oh yeah, this is a
Nice.
romantic pair, mating pair.
Aw.
They're kissing. They're happy bird couple. I'm happy for them.
I'm
So
happy
yeah,
for him too.
what are my thoughts on it? I have to say the cardinal is, you know, if I'm going to rank all of my favorite little passiform songbirds, cardinal's easily top 5. Easily. I love the little guys. They're not too mean. They're nice looking. They got a great song. I like their behavior. I mean, intelligence-wise, I mean, they're not the smartest birds, but you know.
I mean, not really can be a crow. It's okay.
Yeah, not everybody can be corvid smart.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I like the cardinal. What do you think of the cardinal, Bentai?
I think Cardinal's awesome, and as long as they can, you know, hit for the sequence, they can make the playoffs next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what do you think of the? I mean, the Cardinals started off the season pretty good, although they've lost a few tough ones lately. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's always a growing season. It'll be fine. I'm sure they'll find some diamond in the rough somewhere next year, and we'll give it a shot. And
well, they're also in a little bit of a weak division. What are they in second place after the Rams right now? Or are they still in first place?
I don't know. Admittedly, I'm more interested in the Buffalo Bills. Actually, my good lady friend is a Bills fan and long suffering, unfortunately. And so every time they win a game, they won again. Like I'm happy for you. Yay!
Well, I'm sorry, but if we're gonna talk football on this channel, we can only talk about Seattle, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Arizona. What other bird teams are there in the NFL?
Ooh,
We got Seattle Seahawks.
That's it. Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia Eagles. Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. Yeah. I think that's it.
I feel like there's a 5th bird team. At least there's 5 bird teams. Oh, the Atlanta Falcons. Of course, Atlanta Falcons.
Right, there we go. Yeah, there we are. Yeah. I think we forget about
the Sylvia would be mad if forgetting about them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah, 5 bird teams.
Only 5.
Only 5. Which I think human is the biggest category.
Yeah.
Buccaneers, Raiders,
Mm.
Patriots. Who cares? People aren't here to talk about football. They're here to talk
We're
about
no.
birds.
Yeah, right. That's what we're
Cardinal,
here for.
Cardinal, that's a solid bird.
Solid bird, yes.
Very good bird. We love the Cardinal. So that is my first. I think that's a good way to start December. Good December bird of the day. But oh boy, now that y'all are talking about it, I'm afraid that later this month, I guess I'm gonna have to do a Christmas goose.
Uh-oh.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
have
you
to
don't have...
do.
There's
Well,
always turtle doves and swans. Think of
I
other
already did
options.
the turtle doves. I did the turtle
Oh, you're
doves.
right. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
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 But I need to do 4 calling birds. I already did
Mm.
chickens, but there's a lot of different birds where hens. Yeah, so I got to figure out what birds are called hens that live in France. I got to do
Ooh.
7 kinds of swan. That's too many.
Woof. A
6
lot of
kinds of
swans.
geese. Ah,
Mm.
you know I'm
It's
gonna
just
do a
that's...
part. I got to do a partridge.
Yeah, you do. You do.
I feel like in the month of December, I am gonna try and cover each type of the 6 kinds of birds that are mentioned in 6 Days of Christmas. Although I've already done turtle dove, so we'll just say in the holiday season. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're actually going to do 5 then. It'd be fine. Not a problem. You
Yeah.
got this.
Okay.